finger. Hello, hello, hello. Woo! Hello there, everybody. Welcome. Yay. I'm Katie Gordon, and I'm the creator of Dietless Living, your real alternative to dieting, and the author of The Missing Link to Sustainable Weight Loss. Thank you very much for joining me again this afternoon. We are streaming live from Brisbane, Australia. It's Wednesday afternoon, 4:30 p.m. and it's been another beautiful day here in Brizzy. Thankfully the temperatures are getting a bit lower, as is the humidity, so it's been really nice. It's just been really refreshing, not so steamy hot. So this afternoon, we're continuing our discussion about how to get clarity in times of uncertainty. This morning we talked about, earlier on this afternoon, we talked about what is the one thing that you can do, an easy thing that you can do that will help you get clarity when you're feeling uncertain, when you're having low days, you're tired days, you're confused days, you're scattered days, when you're having days that you are not able to get your focus, or that you're getting signals from your body that there's worry and fear and anxiety in the house. And this is when we really, really need to have some, like if you're lost in the bush, right? Because having worry and fear and anxiety is really like being lost in the bush, or lost at sea, or just basically we're lost, because it's worry and anxiety are signs and signals that we're not on path to a particular destination. We've wandered off or been pulled off path, something's happened. But what do you need most when you're lost in the bush or lost at sea? You need to have a compass, right? You need to be able to find your way out, because sometimes you can't see the terrain because of everything that's in front of you, which happens in life, right? It's the greatest metaphor for life, because in life there's sometimes so many things that we just can't see through to the clearing and be able to see what's ahead, and so we feel lost. And if you have a compass that you can refer to, you can go, right, that's north. Have you ever heard people talk about your true north? And that's where you want to go, right? That's my north. I've got to head that way. I may have to knock down a few trees, swim through a swamp, whatever, but that's my north, and that's the way to go. So in life, what is it that can be your compass? What is it that you can refer to that basically points to your true north? And what we talked about earlier today was what you can make is, now I struggle to say it sometimes, because I know if you're a really logical, analytical person like I am, if you're just a step sequence operated person like I am, that when I say this, you'll go, oh, Katie, really? That's going to be my compass? But hear me out before you roll your eyes, okay? So what I'm going to say is, make a vision board. Now, I've had vision boards in the past, loved them, enjoyed making them, enjoyed looking at them, and have enjoyed just having them around. But I never really got the things that I had on the vision board, because when I made them, I was following the advice of everybody else and doing what everyone else was doing, which was looking for the things that I wanted to have in my life. Oh, a beautiful house, nice car, the job of your dreams, the relationship, the body of my dreams, the health, the accessories, like a nice, well, I never had Gucci bags, to be honest, but there was, you might find some nice jewelry pieces, or you just flick through the magazine, you find these images and you put them on your vision board. Now that was lovely, good to look at, pretty colours. I was quite good at designing them, but they never had that pull, that emotional pull to draw me in, or kind of involve me. Like, I never got involved in them in a feeling way, and consequently I didn't achieve those particular things. I've achieved numerous wonderful, amazing things in my life, but not really those things. And the thing is, the reason is that it should be a vision board, but it's about how you feel about the things on the vision board. So it really actually needs to be a feeling board. So what we talked about this morning was, it's the goal is not the goal. The reason for the goal is the goal, because every goal we've ever wanted, houses, cars, clothes, whatever, has always been about how it's the feeling that we're going to have when we get it. That's why we want it. It's about the feeling. When I get that, I'll feel happy, I'll feel free, I'll feel like, if I'm married, I'm going to have that sense of belonging. If I've got that house, I'm going to feel safe. I'm going to feel secure. I'll get all this money. I won't have to worry about anything anymore. You know, I'll have peace. I'll feel freedom. It's always about the feeling that you want. You don't actually want those things. You don't care. Honestly, it's how you get those feelings, as long as you get those feelings. Because if you have those feelings, you're obviously living a life you like. Does that make sense? So, if you make a board that is just items that don't really connect you with those feelings, you just think, when I get there, I'll have those feelings. That's kind of a disconnect. So the alternative, and the clearer way to make yourself this compass that will give you clarity and guide you through uncertain times, is to make a feeling board. And what you need to do is work out what those feelings are that you really are aspiring to experience in your life. And for the majority of human beings, it's very much the same thing. We want to have freedom. And we want safety. We want security. We want belonging. We want to feel like we belong. We want love, joy, peace, and a big old dose of happiness with a big smiley face, because that's really where life's at, isn't it? That's the whole point of what humans keep striving for, is we want to feel freedom. We want to feel security and safety. We want to feel that love in our heart. Like, there's no better feeling than feeling these feelings. And everything we strive for in life is to get one or all of these. So to me, it makes more sense to let the feeling be the guiding light, the compass that pulls us forward. Because if you make a vision board out of images that represent these things for you, then you end up with this really powerful piece of, and I'm going to call it art, this piece of artwork, because you made it, whether you made it out of magazine pieces, or you've got the gift and you can draw and do art, or you make amazing collages like my wonderful friend Kelly Baines. She's an artist in Darwin, makes amazing collages. She had an exhibition, and you can look at her collages and feel this way, because she makes amazing things. Now, I don't have that amazing artsy gift, but I can make a piece of art that resonates with me, and so can you. You can make something that resonates with you. And all it is I want to draw a different thing. So I'm just going to draw a little section over here. All you need to do is collect images that, you probably can't read that, illustrate these feelings for you. That's it. Now, it might be a house, and it might be a piece of jewelry, and it might be a gorgeous car. It doesn't matter what the image is, so long as it conjures up in you one of these feelings, like in a strong and powerful way, where if you look at that picture, you go, oh, yes, I'm there. And you can feel that feeling. Because in times of uncertainty, what you're really wanting is to feel certain. You're wanting to feel security and safety more than anything else. Because in times of uncertainty, what we feel is insecure, unsafe, unprotected. And what you want is safety and security. So what I've been saying or suggesting is to, this is called playtime with purpose. If you're doing it with your kids, if you're looking for something to do with the kids at the moment, this is a really good tool to do, because in explaining to them what to do, you get to explain to them how they're feeling and what are the good feelings and how to express those feelings through illustrations. So you can find illustrations, you can use colors, shapes. I like to use the elements of the, like, you know, there's water, air, wood, fire, earth. I like to use images that have that, you know, because there's earth is that grounding feeling, that steady, strong feeling, that's centered, you know, you can't be knocked off your balance because you're grounded. There's the water, the flowing river, because as a river flows, it's just a continuous flowing, ever continuing movement, and it's so graceful and it's so fluid, which is how you want your life to be. You want to feel so fluid and graceful in life. So look for something that illustrates that. If you're looking for fire, that's what we haven't got up here. We haven't got energy. We want the energy. We want vitality. We want sparkling health. We want to feel, oh, kick my toe. We want to feel abundance in every area of our life. So when you get pictures of like fire, you know, anything with some gusto in it, some energy, some vitality, if that resonates with you so that you can look at it and go and feel fired up, you're just looking for images, shapes, colors, the elements. It might be a hot air balloon in the sky that gives you that feeling of freedom and expansiveness and joy, and that ability to see that overview of the world and see that as far as the eye can see, life goes on, and that you too will have what you need to have in life, as long as you can have your compass on the wall that keeps you feeling this way. Now, why is it important for feelings? Because feelings are actually the thing that guide your thoughts, and your thoughts guide more, create more feelings or generate more feelings, and it's your thoughts and feelings that guide your behaviors that you have, and it's your behaviors that give you the results that you're going to produce, and the results are going to give you the experiences that you have. Now, if your thoughts and feelings, if your feelings are feelings that are what we would call below the line, so below the line feelings, if you think of this as above the line feelings, below the line is frustrated, worried, anxiety, all of that stuff, sad, cranky, and everything below, right? Oops, not very good on the arrow this afternoon. They're below the line feelings. And so if you're living in below the line feelings, then the thoughts that you're going to have are going to match those, correct? And if you've got thoughts that match those, it's just going to make more of those, because we know a worry thought brings all these mates in, and that's how you end up with anxiety and stress. So if you've got these feelings, then you've got thoughts that match that, and then they make more feelings about that. Then that gives you a behavior that matches those thoughts and feelings, and those behaviors are going to produce a result that's going to come from those kinds of feelings. Now, to be fair, sometimes these kinds of feelings actually produce some really great results, because they get us off our derriere and we get moving. If we fall into sometimes frustration is the point where we go, enough is enough, and we get off our bum and we do something, that's really good. But that's called away from motivation. That means we've been propelled to do something to get away from something. And that's okay, except when we get far enough away from that something, that motivation dips, because we get far enough away and we go, whew, thank God we're far enough away from that, I'm not worried anymore. And then whatever was propelling us, that energy drops off. Whereas this kind of energy is called towards motivation, because it's there and you're moving towards it. It's pulling you forward. You're feeling your way forward. And because it's there in the distance, you're kind of always going towards it. Well, there's no kinder about it. You actually are. But don't get me wrong. You don't have to wait till the future to feel these things. Because remember, this is the compass. This is the thing that when you feel this way, you look at your compass like you're lost in the bush and you go, shit, I'm lost again. I've gotten turned around, I don't know where I am. And you look at your compass on the wall, which is your feeling / vision board, and you look at it and you go, right, that's where I want to be. I want to get into my feeling of freedom and security and safety and joy and energy. And when you look at that, right, that's the way I need to go. Then your mind opens up. Then you get your expansive view as opposed to that myopic view. You get this expansive view. You get that feeling of real energy that is pulling you forward rather than the other frustrated energy. So we are emotional beings. There's just no two ways about it. So it's about learning how to use your emotions in a way that is helpful, rather than allowing your emotions to dictate to you how you're going to feel, what you're going to do, how you're going to think. Because that's by living by default. This is living by design. Because humans don't come naturally, really, factory installed to feel safe and secure. It's just not how the brain works. It's just not how we're wired up. We work at this, and so we should, because it's so damn rewarding when we get there, when we appreciate that. This is how we come factory installed. We're just a beastie like the rest of the little darlings on earth, and we have come built into us, factory installed, to be afraid of certain things, to be afraid of a lot of things. And that's okay, because we're meant to be afraid of some things. But to keep your compass, this is what this talks about today, is your compass, your ability to find your way when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling unsettled, when you're feeling scattered, when you don't have clarity. Because there's no clarity here. This is what frustration and anxiety is. It's like this myopic viewing into. It's like looking through a telescope, maybe microscope into the petri dish of worry, right? This is what that is. You're looking down and all you can see is worry, worry, worry. I lost my train of thought. That's naughty. But anyway, that's what you want. You want your compass to be able to find your way out of this world. And I'll tell you the other reason that feeling is so important, because dietless living, right? It's the alternative to dieting, because in the land of dieting, you ask anyone who's ever lost a lot of weight, any weight, little bit, lots, and you say to them, wow, you look fantastic, they will almost 99.9% of the time come back to you and go, thank you, I've still got some fat here. I've still got, tuck-chop arms here. We will always have with us a thought of being fat. We never go, damn straight, I'm looking hot and I have no more, that's it, I'm perfect, I'm wonderful. We will continue to criticize because our myopic little view is still caught in fat. You can't be thin and slender while you're thinking about being a fat person. It's just illogical. You can't be a wealthy person if you're thinking about being poor. You can't be a healthy person if you're worried about being sick and catching viruses and all the other diseases they've been talking about to us for years and years and years. You just can't be up here and feeling down here, which is what most people are when they're looking at their dreams and goals, moving forward, getting clarity. And that's why they get bumped off their bloody high stool when coronavirus type things come in or any little thing comes in, because they were already feeling that way. So it wasn't hard to knock them off. And that's when you feel lost again, because you were sort of here, you're going, oh, I feel good, but I don't really. I'm worried. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm still having thoughts about being overweight. So something comes in and echoes that thought, whether it's a magazine, you see a photo taken of you at some unglamorous angle, or some cruel person says something to you, or anything at all. Most of it is in our mind, but because we're already still feeling that, even though we're wanting that, we get knocked off balance. Does that make sense to you? You can't be thin and feel fat, because most of us, if you've ever had a lot of weight, lost a lot of weight, it doesn't matter how much weight you lose, you often end up still feeling fat. You have fat thoughts, you've still got fat behaviors of who you think you are. It's our level of identity at identifying with this kind of feelings that stops us from having these kinds of experiences. Does that make sense? So what you want to be able to do is you want to get some playtime with purpose happening, get some images together of things that give you great feelings and that you can look at, and in 30 seconds connect with those images and feel those feelings. And if you're in your worst state ever, you can look at that, and maybe it takes you a minute. Maybe it takes you 2 minutes. Maybe it takes you 5 minutes. But if you connect with it, you can start to build that feeling back up. And you can go, right, now I can read my compass. I can see my way out of the forest. And the forest is always a feeling forest. This one. So it's just about being able to find clarity in times of uncertainty. Playtime with purpose. Make that vision board. Do it with the kids. Teach the kids about their emotions, because what we know about emotions you can fit in a little matchbox. So teach your kids about emotions. Teach them how to find their north when they get lost. Okay, where's the good feelings? Where's the good feelings? There's my image. That's my compass to keep looking at. And you want to use those images to feel forward. It's about feeling your way forward. And with that feeling, you get energized, you get great ideas, you see the opportunities, you see the perspectives that you can't see when you're in that myopic view, looking down that little microscope at the petri dish of problems that you've got manifesting and multiplying. You know, it's to bring your view up, get looking, see the possibilities, see the new perspectives, have your critical thinking online, because this is where critical thinking returns to us, and that's where your problem solving happens, and problem solving with great clarity, and keeping you forward momentum rather than away from momentum, you know. So just remember that. I said this morning, I always think of it inside of me like I've got a little crane driver and he's on the levers, and when I see something that feels good, he kind of goes, ooh, yeah, baby. And we're off and we're racing towards those good feeling things. And when we start to feel these things, it's like, oh, and it pulls back on the things, and then I pull back. I pull back on whatever I was going to do. I stopped doing them. Not that long ago, really. I'm thinking just a couple of years, 3. Doing this, talking to you through this little camera, he would have been backpedaling on those things. I'd never have done it. I'd never have talked to you. But spend a lot of time focused on what feels good, and what feels good is standing here and talking to you about how you can experience it as well, because it's not magic, it's just a skills and knowledge gap that we all have. The 90% of the world has this skills and knowledge gap about how to feel good every day. And that's not to go, I live in fairyland, although sometimes I think I do. But it's a nice fairyland, it's productive fairyland. I'm still taking action and still doing things, and that's what this is about. It's about taking action, moving forward, creating plans, building the life that you want to experience. And this is the one you want to experience. Oh, that one. So I just love that I've been able to break free from all my anxieties and my worries and my idiosyncrasies and all the other things that were holding me back, where I couldn't even stand up in front of 2 people and say anything, let alone stand here and talk to all of you about this. So just remember, your whole life is waiting for you to get up and above the line. You know, you've waited long enough. Do not let yourself wait anymore. In times of crisis, it's not hope that you want, because hope's not a strategy. You need leadership, personal leadership. You need to be able to lead yourself. This is how you lead yourself. Compass, vision feeling board. You've got to have tools, little tools that you can grasp and use every day to propel yourself forward, to pick yourself up, to keep you moving forward, to go, I'm having a scattered day, I'm having a confused day, I'm having a cranky day, I'm having a sad day, I'm having a I don't know what the hell to do day. You've got to have tools and strategies to keep you moving forward, and use them, and remember to use them. That's what the whole point of Dietless Living is about, is how to lead yourself through whatever the shit it is that happens in life. And life's just full of it, right? That's just the way it is. But we don't have to feel it. We can still feel our way forward into places that are prosperous, happy, abundant. We can do all of that. It is possible. It's possible to laugh in the face of the biggest fear. It's just possible. So I hope this has been very helpful to you. It was very helpful for me. That's why I wanted to teach it to you, to share with you what you can do for yourself. Because I know at this particular time, everyone I'm talking to, messaging and chatting with on social media, and my friends and family, everyone has an optimistic front. There's often an underlying little bit of this hanging around. understandably so, but it's about keeping focused forward and feeling your way forward, feeling your way into certainty, feeling your way into clarity. So I think I'll wind it up there for today. I really appreciate that you've hopped on and listened to me this afternoon. I'm going to pop you around in a minute and have a look at you and say hello, because I do have my phone turned around so that I can't see. Hello Les, hello Shirley, hello Lindsay, how are things in the UK? Hey Jody, how you going? Hello Joy, hello Kate, hello Kay, hello Cecilia, hello Maricris. It's so great to see you all. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. How's that looking out there at the Brisbane River? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Let me turn you around so you can see me. I nearly forgot to do that. How you going? Oh, technology. We're all friends, but sometimes we aren't. So thanks for joining in. I really appreciated that. And I'm grateful that you're doing it for you, because this is to help you so that you can just move through this particularly weird time that we're all finding ourselves in. It's a one-off time, right? So how we gauge our way through here is just like it's going to be a marker, a line in the sand where you go, man, I got through COVID-19 like a bee. A bee. I was going to say something else. You can probably guess what I was going to say. But, you know, I got through it like a bloody warrior. I came out on the other side. I'm flourishing. And if I could do that with COVID-19, I can do it with anything. There's nothing in life that I can't handle and can't master. This is the moment where you get to put on, if you're a girl, you're going to stick on your bloody Xena warrior outfit. And if you're a guy, you're probably going to put on your Superman outfit. I'm not sure. You might have one in the closet, maybe. So just remember, you can feel your way forward. You can do whatever you need to do to get clarity. And it just comes from focusing. Oh, you see? Now it's mirror reverse, right? You can't see that. But it's this. It's all the happy stuff above the line. Stay there. You deserve to be there, and that's where all the good stuff's happening, okay? I'm going to sign off now. Thank you for watching. I will see you again on Friday. I'll be back at 1 and 4:30. We will advertise in the morning what I'm going to talk about on Friday. Please, keep an eye out for my word of the day on Facebook. I've got the A to Z of all these great words just to remind you who you are, so that you can keep feeling your way forward and really enjoy life. Okay, take care. I forgot to ask again. Please, if you there's some good English. If you thought this was a good video, would you please share it with your friends so that they can get the information too? It's for everybody. It's very simplistic. It's very easy, but we miss the easy stuff. You know what they say, common sense isn't common practice. So please do share this with everyone for me. It's so great to see you all here. Lindsay, I wish I was over in the UK with you. You guys are having some great weather at the moment, I think. Les, hello. Say hi to Kim. Jody, good to see you out and about and living life full again. And hello, Joy. Katie, it's good to see you, love. And hello, Kay. How's things down your way? Hey, Cecilia. It's a long time since we spoke as well. Thank you all for watching. I say both. For all. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I will see you on Friday, 1 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. Take care. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye for now.